What is up, YouTube? James Baek here with more Johto x Alola challenge. We have our first opponent is a Japanese player with, oh no, this is, oh wait, no, this is fine. I was thinking the other team. The other team can't handle this. We got Charizard, Tapu Lele, Marowak, Parasect, Stakataka, and Porygon 2. Oh, this seems really interesting. How do I want to handle this? Rain can do pretty well here. Rain can do pretty well. I think I want to go, what? Kind of want to bring Kartana in this matchup, but Kartana doesn't do that great. Okay, the question is, do I need Kingdra? I don't need Kingdra. You lead Charizard though. I guess that's another question. You might lead Parasect here. Oh man, this is a tough one. I just don't know what my opponent's going to opt for. I think I'm going to go Mudsdale. I think Mudsdale Kartana is fine. Even though it seems weird. I think Politoed in the back. And I think I want to go Hitmontop as my last Pokemon. Although Koko is really tempting. Because it prevents Spore. And can reset terrain. You know what? I'm going to go with these four anyway though. We'll see how this works. I'm not sure. I don't think you lead off Tapu Lele. You could. Let's see. This is going to be a real hard one to deal with. I definitely don't see a lot of hope in this one. Because you got Parasect with its water absorb, no, not water absorb, dry skin ability. Actually, it's kind of a weird pairing now that I think about it. Like, you have dry skin and a Charizard. Which, in Sun, you actually, like, lose health when you're dry skin. I mean, it does help against the water matchup. You have Wide Guard, Spore, Rage Powder options. But, yeah, that's a little interesting there. You usually see Parasect more on a rain team, to be honest. And Porygon 2 Parasect is going to lead. I would imagine... I didn't bring a thing for Spore. I don't know if Parasect protects here. I don't think it carries protect, so... Heavy Slam into Smart Strike is my best play into the Parasect. I don't care what Porygon 2 does, really. I need damage on the Parasect, that's for sure. Parasect is a huge threat to my team, ironically. This is where having something like Mega Salamence might have helped. Smart Strike going to go out on a Parasect. Does a good amount. Ice Beam going to come out, so no Trick Room being set up right away. Please don't freeze. Gets a crit. I think that would have brought me to my Sash anyway. And it's just a Spore, okay. So Mudsdale's going to take its guaranteed first turn of sleep, so I don't think I mind that too much. I think I'm going to Smart Strike High Horsepower to Parasect because if Marowak wants to switch in, if I do wake up, I could catch it on the switch in. I could also catch maybe Stakataka coming in. And Parasects don't usually carry Protect from what I remember. Should be Rage Powder, Spore. I would assume Wide Guard. Could be Protect. Could be Grass Move too. We'll find out here. And even if you Protect, that's wasting a turn of your own. That's like wasting a turn. Smart Strike going to come out, knock out Parasect. Parasect was a scary Pokemon to deal with, so I'm glad I got rid of it. That's Redirection gone. That's Spores gone. Thunderbolt going to come out in case I decide to go for a mix-up. Okay. Knocking out Kartana. Does that mean Lele's in the back? I think I want to bring out Politoed. Oh wait, did I bring Koko? I didn't bring Koko. Okay. I brought him on top. I'm going to bring out him on top. Well, it depends on what my opponent has in the back, right? Tapu Lele, yep. So this is one tricky endgame. I guess I should have preserved my Kartana better. Or I should have brought Koko. I guess him on top really wasn't a call. Because I could have at least weakened the power of the Psychic Terrain. I'm going to Heavy Slam. Don't have an option. I think I'm just going to Close Combat here the Porygon 2. You're going to protect Ice Beam. That's smart too. Close Combat into the Porygon 2. How much does this do? 50, over 50, nice. As we're going to see Ice Beam come out in Mudsdale. That's going to hurt a lot. Oh, does it activate my berry? I don't think it does. Oh, that's really bad. And they stay asleep. That's probably the worst case because now you can Psychic him on top. Oh man. I think I just got destroyed here. I can't do anything. I really need my berry to proc, if anything. Is there a play? No, you just double in. Maybe I hope on a choke from my opponent. You target a Mudsdale for some reason. I mean, I don't see anything, because, yeah. That was a really smart protect, too, from my opponent. In case Mudsdale did wake up. I guess maybe in retrospect, I should have targeted down the Porygon, too. Coco here might have been better, though. I think having Coco was better. Overall. Ice Beam gonna go on a Mudsdale. Going to Politoed, but I can't do anything. Pretty sure I just get wrecked by this combination. Like, Psychic in a Mudsdale will finish it off. Thunderbolt from the Porygon 2 is going to do a lot of damage. I guess there maybe is one hope. I need a few things to go my way. I need a Scald crit on Porygon 2 to knock it out. I need to outspeed the Porygon 2. I need a double protect with Mudsdale. And then I need like a triple protect with Politoed. Psychic gonna go on a Mudsdale will finish off it. And let's see, Scald into... But yeah, I'm just slower. Well, I get... Yeah, that's game. It's not proccing my berries. Scald gonna go on a Porygon 2. That actually... Well, I did get the crit, but it doesn't even knock out. So I really need a crit burn too, even if I got to double. So that's gonna be a good game to my opponent. Yeah, like that was just well played. I think... Yeah, what I guess... Yeah. That was smart, sucking the Parasect. You didn't have to get Trick him up right away. Just going out on the attacks. Maybe I should have saved my... Like, in retrospect, I should have just saved my Kartana because that Lele was such a problem. Lele was such a problem. Like, how I deal with Lele is like I usually lead like... I wonder what my opponent had in the back though. Like, I'm assuming it was Charizard. Which is, okay, the reason why I went for the double protect, Scald crit in the Porygon 2, because if I'm faster than the Porygon 2, Scald crit could knock out, if Scald crits the Porygon 2 knocks it out, and Lele Psychics the Mudsdale like it should, then it's like Charizard, Lele, then maybe, like I hope for, you go for Psychic into my Mudsdale and the Solar Beam. Solar Beam's not going to knock out like a Parasong, and maybe you get a triple attack to win the game. But, yeah, I think that was like my only play there. But otherwise, like throughout the game, I guess like I was too worried about the Parasect. I should have just, but I wasn't really thinking about like the true end game of dealing with like the what's it called, the Tapu Lele. The Tapu Lele was such a big threat. And I guess Pokemon choices, I could have brought like, I think Tapu Koko would have been better. Like Tapu Koko could have got me some decent momentum. But anyway, we got Shava from our, well, for our next opponent with the Ninetales, Sandslash, Salazzle, Rockruff, and Mimikyu, and Hawlucha. Hawlucha without a... Hawlucha without a terrain user. Okay, that's really weird, but interesting. I think I'll just leave Politoed Kingdra. There's no reason not to. I think I have Tapu Koko in the back, and I think Kartana just sweeps this game. Well, actually, no. What I could do is just lead Tapu Koko, Kartana, I think, have Politoed Kingdra in the back. I guess I'm worried about Salazzle lead. I'm kind of more worried about Mimikyu right now. Yeah. Because Mudsdale doesn't do well against a Rockruff. This is going to be... I don't know how this is going to work out, to be honest. There are just a lot of potential options for my opponent right here. Let's see. I don't think you lead the Hail Mold ever. You definitely don't lead Ninetales for sure. I think you lead like Mimikyu, maybe Salazzle too. Yeah, pretty much what I expected here. Totem Mimikyu. And Totem Salazzle. My opponent loves the totems, apparently. I'm just gonna Volt Switch to Salazzle and who do you fake out? Do you fake out Kartana or do you fake out the Coco? You honestly have like you have range to do both. I think I'm gonna double protect. Turn 1. This might give Mimikyu a free Sword Stance though. Maybe I should have thought about that more. I should have thought about that more. Like if it's Trick Room, it's not too bad. But Sword Stance is a problem. Sludge Bomb Strain is Tapu Koko. And Shadow Claw in a Kartana. Okay. So I'm gonna Volt Switch. Is that Scar Salazzle? Okay, that's something concerning because I didn't go for Fake Out right away. I think I'm gonna Volt Switch Salazzle though and go out into Politoed. We're gonna find out if it's Scarf right now. And what I want to do with this play is basically I want to Volt Switch back into Kartana. Because one, I weaken Salazzle, which is not bad for me at all. So let's see what's coming out here. I'd imagine it's a Sludge Bomb again and Shadow Claw, maybe Sword Stance. You could Trick Room potentially. I don't think you're Trick Rooming now. Nice. Volt Switch. Does this knock out Salazzle even? It is Focus Sash. Okay. Kind of to be expected. And I can go out into Kartana on a Sludge Bomb. And if you Flamethrower Politoed, that's not really much damage at all. And if you Z-move my Mimikyu, Kartana, it shouldn't do much unless you're the Ghostium. Flamethrower into Politoed. I was just worried if you called that Volt Switch play. Luckily, it's not. Play Rough going to go out into Kartana. That's not going to do much at all. Gets the attack drop. A Life Orb Mimikyu. Okay. So I'm just gonna go out in my Tapu Koko, and I think, I'm not really worried about like Life Orb stuff. I think I'm just gonna break the Disguise on the Mimikyu. Yeah, I'm gonna break the Disguise on Mimikyu. We'll see what happens here. I think it'd be Flamethrower into that Kartana slot, so it's not gonna do much to my Tapu Koko into Play Rough into Politoed, but you could Sludge Bomb into the Politoed as well and Play Rough. I don't think that KOs though. Poison's annoying, but I don't think Play Rough should finish it. Shadow Claw gonna come out. Okay, my opponent really going for Shadow Claw. Scald gonna go out into the Mimikyu. I wonder if we get a burn. That'd be nice. I'm just gonna protect here with Coco and go out into Kartana. Having Politoed is really valuable, and I think the worst case is if you actually call my Kartana switch. But I think you would like Shadow Claw or Play Rough the Kartana slot anyway. So it shouldn't do too much damage to Kartana, and I'm gonna protect so I can Gleam Smart Strike this following turn. Unless my opponent literally predicted this. Flamethrower into the Coco, which, yeah, that's more likely, and Shadow Claw into the Politoed. That's a crit. Okay. I was worried, but luckily we do live one turn of Hail, which is good. So I can Gleam here and Smart Strike. Oh, what if you have Shadow Sneak? The crit might matter if you have Shadow Sneak. Oh, boy. Yeah, Shadow Sneak. Yeah, that's bad. That is bad. At least Gleam's gonna go off into both these Pokemon. I knock out the Salazzle and get a good amount onto the Mimikyu. But now Coco's in range of a Life from Shadow Snake too. And my options against Ninetales are looking extremely limited right now. I'm gonna go out into Kingdra because in the rain should be able to do something. If Ninetales comes out here though, could be problematic. And Ninetales does come out. I'm definitely going on a Politoed here and protecting because it prevents a Roar Veil, prevents a Shadow Sneak. Maybe I get my berry back with Politoed. Yeah, best play possible, I think. Because I don't want him to Roar Veil. I think he would Shadow Sneak, so I don't think I think I would lose Coco there. So, and yeah, again, I prevent a Roarvel, and I don't want to risk Freeze Dry, and I get my speed advantage with Kingdra. So these are all benefits for me doing this play, but we'll see. It is Shadow Sneak coming out. So my opponent only has one more Shadow Sneak left. Or one hit left, and it is Freeze Dry into the Kingdra slot. Okay. Poison's actually going to help me here because I do proc my berry now, which is really good. And now I think I could double up the Ninetales slot with Hydro Vortex plus Scald because it KOs Ninetales and gets anything to protect. And if you want to trade my Kingdra for Mimikyu, if I trade for like whatever you have in the back potentially, I'll take it. And everything's looking really weak to Tapu Koko in the back. So Hydro Vortex plus Scald. Ninetales gonna withdraw, that's fine. Sand Slash, okay. So Sand Slash is gonna be sacked here. Shadow Sneak gonna go out into the Politoed once again, which is okay. So Mimikyu gonna go down here, and it really comes down to if you're Sash. No, wait, you can't be Sash. You have you had Sash Salazzle. I think I just win now. I think I actually do win now. Because Hydro Vortex is gonna come out, right? Pick up the knockout onto the Salazzle. Unless there's Scarf Ninetales. I guess Scarf Ninetales could actually pull it back. Oh geez, this is close. Scald gonna go out into nothing, and now what I do, I think it's just protect Kingdra and sack my Tapu Koko, get Politoed back in. Ninetales gonna come out. But yeah, I just switch hard into Koko. Sack it so I can get the rain back up. Kingdra outspeeds and then double up the Ninetales with 2 Scalds. Where's my option? Okay, communication with the opponent. So yeah, like I think the plan I had, unless it's literally Timid Scarf Ninetales and Timid Scarf Ninetales outspeeds Kingdra in rain and then can get a freeze dry out. That's I think the only way I could potentially lose that match. Because if you freeze dry the Politoed there, catching my Tapu Koko, and then your Scarf Ninetales, you freeze dry the Kingdra and outspeed it, then yeah, Politoed's not knocking out the Ninetales, and then yeah, I'm screwed. So that's the only way I think my opponent could win. But we got our next opponent from Spain, Violetta, however you want to pronounce it, with the team of, I think it's Violetta, we'll see. Naganadel, the Kangaskhan, Tapu Fini, Incineroar, Garchomp, and Zapdos. Pretty solid team. I like this team. So I don't want to handle this. Muzdale does really well against my opponent's team if I can beat down the Tapu Fini, which I have answers to. Like, I have a lot of answers to. But also Coco Cartana can destroy my opponent's team. Oh, there's so many good options for me. I think I'll go... Naganadel's trouble for rain, though. Like, Kangaskhan Naganadel is going to be hard lead to handle. I think I'm going to lead Coco Cartana with Politoed Kingdra in the back. Muzdale's also pretty solid in this game. I think I like so many options here. I think I'm going to go with this, though. Because Coco outspeeds Naganadel, can Volt Switch around. Kangaskhan can fake out one target, but it can't fake out the other. So I could either Volt Switch, or like I could get a Sacred Sword off into Kangaskhan and put it in range of Scald, so I could Z-move like maybe the Zapdos later in the game. There's potential Misty Seed Zapdos though. Misty Seed Zapdos is going to be a pain to deal with. I wonder if the Naganadel does have Tailwind though. It's Fini Naganadel. You Scarf Naganadel, that's the question. Unfortunately, I can't confirm it with these two. I can only confirm the Fini right now. And if you're Specs, or I don't know what kind of Fini would be, but I think I'm just going to Volt Switch the Naganadel and Smart Strike. Because if I can get rid of Naganadel, that's a huge momentum swing for me. And I'll get Kingdra in? I could get Politoed in too. I wouldn't mind Politoed coming in, having the rain up so Kingdra can sweep later in the game wouldn't be bad. Fini could protect here, which is why I'm going for the aggressive play, and I need to knock out Naganadel. Naganadel scary, and yeah, Fini's going to switch out into the Incineroar. Okay. So Politoed's definitely looking like a switch I can make. And it's not Scarf, great. And I'm thinking you target down my... I think you target down my Coco with Sludge Bomb this turn. So this is looking beautiful for me. I get Politoed in. Beautiful switch here. Because rain setup means... Well, I guess it doesn't really mean much. Other than we can the Flare Blitz from Incineroar, which is still really good in general. Let's see what the Naganadel does. Fire Blast, okay. So it's going to be able to get a lot of damage on my Kartana, which is going to put me... And luckily with the Misty Terrain, you can't burn me, which is like I'm thankful for. Smart Strike going to come out into the Incineroar. I guess maybe my opponent just wanted to catch a Leaf Blade into the Incineroar. So, oh, didn't knock out. Jeez. Okay, if you're Tailwind, this is a bad situation, but I'm just going to Scald the Naganadel, and I'm going to switch hard into Kingdra. I think Kingdra can get in now and, you know, pull off some shenanigans, but I don't know what you're going to do. You could fake out either one of the slots. I think you fake out in Fire Blast again, to be honest. Or you're going to Protect. Okay, that's fine too. Snarl, potentially? I could see Snarl coming out. It's just fake out, though. Okay. Maybe trying to anticipate. I don't know. Like, you could have just got a free attack there, not gonna outspeeds. Or did my Kartana? No, a Kartana didn't outspeed, right? So yeah, I basically just get some free Scalds off right here. Yeah, there's no reason for me not to just click Scald into the Naganadel slot. So we're gonna see Incineroar switch out into Tapu Fini again. Like, the Scald damage is gonna put it closer in range of my Leaf Blade, which is fine, especially if it's bold. So Scald gonna knock out the Naganadel, get rid of it. Goodbye, Naganadel. I am kind of worried about Fini though. Like, Fini could become a problematic issue later in the game. Scald gonna come out. Let's see how bulky you are. That does the same amount as it normally does, so I can't tell. Kangaskhan coming in? It's Incineroar. That's interesting. Zapdos, okay. So no Kangaskhan. Misty Seed? No. If that's the case, I'm just helping hand Hydro Vortexing. I have no reason not to. I only need my Hydro Vortex for the Zapdos. If you switch out Zapdos and Incineroar to sack it, good play. But I get a free KO no matter what. Unless you Protect here. Which again is fine. You do Detect, okay. That's fine because I get my Coco in afterward and I could just go for like helping hand Volt Switch. So Hydro Vortex is going to come out. I wonder if it specs Fini. And it goes for Gleam here. I wonder if Gleam even knocks out my Kingdra, to be honest. Hydro Vortex. Gonna come out, target down the Zapdos. I wonder if this is offensive Zapdos. Detect usually means it's probably offensive. Oh yeah, that's offensive Zapdos. Yeah. Moonblast gonna come out, target down the Kingdra. Which is normal, it does pick up the KO. And now I go into Tapu Koko. And I think I Volt Switch Scald into the Zapdos slot 100%. Because that should be... That will KO Incineroar on switching, I think. I'm not sure if like the Fini is scared right here. I would be scared if I was my opponent. I'm just going to Scald though the Zapdos and Volt Switch. Because I don't want him ever to get a Tailwind up. Volt Switch should just knock out the Zapdos. It looks offensive to me. So we'll see what my opponent does. Maybe saves Fini. Maybe decides to go Zapdos into, but neither. Okay. Volt Switch. I don't even care if, like, my opponent's able to knock out my, Kartana. Because I get a free switch in. I could Scald. Like, Scald's still going to pick up some good damage onto the Tapu Fini. I could potentially get a burn. Let's see. I just really wonder how fast, like, my opponent's team is. Moonblast gonna come out into my Kartana. We haven't seen Protect at all from my opponent. Moonblast knocks out Scald. I think it specs Fini. By like how my opponent's been playing it. Range stops, which is fine. I mean, that kind of hurts my damage output with Politoed. So we'll see here. I'm just going to double protect this turn because there's no reason not to double protect. Incineroar is going to come out. I double protect here. I don't know what the next turn does, but yeah, I'm just going to double protect. Because unless you have Calm Mind or Substitute, you shouldn't be able to abuse this turn. Z move on Incineroar could actually be scary now that I'm thinking about it. Let's see. Or Swords Dance. If it does carry it. They don't usually carry it though. So Fake Out. Yep. Into Politoed and Moonblast. I would assume your specs then. I wonder how fast the Incineroar is because I could Parasong this endgame just in case. But I'm just going to Scald and Thunderbolt. There's no reason for me not to make this play because it really comes down. I really feel like Feeney's specs by the way my opponent's been playing it so far. Like if you're Calm Mind, you could have made a Calm Mind play a long time ago. As Thunderbolt's gonna knock out the Feeney. And now it's Incineroar versus the World. It's still tough though. Let's see what the Incineroar goes for. Flare Blitz. Yeah. I also think it comes down to how fast this Incineroar is. I mean, what kind of set it is. If it's AV, that's easy to handle. If it's something like Z move, that's hard to handle. That has to be AV. That took nothing from the Scald. The problem is I don't know two Darkest Lariat to actually knock out Politoed, so this could still be a close game. Maybe I should have just went for the Thunderbolt turn one. No, then I would have lost to Feeney plus Incineroar. Comes down to how much Darkest Lariat does. I do have good amount of defense investment, but I'm still not sure. Darkest Lariat. Luckily, it's not knockoff. I think knockoff would be more scary because that gets rid of my berry guaranteed. It's gonna be close. I'm not sure. It might be a roll. All right, it's gonna be a good game either way. We just click our moves. I cut a Parasong there potentially and went for the triple protect, but there's no reason to. Politoed, can you live this? Good game. I think my opponent played. Yeah, I think my opponent played that well. The detect. I guess maybe what I should have done was. Okay. I'm trying to think. My opponent definitely did make some key crucial plays. But like, what could I have done better? I'm trying to think because like it was pretty much played out straightforward. I guess maybe I should just protect. Did I protect Kingdra? I don't know if I did. Maybe the play there was to switch out Politoed, go into Tapu Koko when I went for Helping Hand Hydro Vortex because I could have threatened both my opponent's Pokemon. I think I would have needed to call that. One, I would have needed to call the Zapdos having Detect. Because not all of them do, so I'm not exactly... Not all Zapdos is carry Detect because... Or Protect, because, like, you know, you have Roost, Tailwind, Heat Wave, Hidden Power, Ice, Thunderbolt as options, so... I wasn't really too sure about that. And then... Yeah. Would have been tough. We got Harun from Germany, 1556 rating as our next opponent with the team. Oh, Lele Blimp. Oh, this is going to be hard. Salamence, Drifblim, Metagross, Garchomp, Kartana, and the Tapu Lele. This is going to be a hard one. For sure. I think I'm going to lead Tapu Koko, Kartana, have Politoed, Kingdra in the back. Mudsdale doesn't really do well against Mega Salamence. My opponent's got 3 potential Mega Evolutions. I'm guessing Salamence and Metagross are the 2 of them. Potential ones. Garchomp probably shouldn't be. Yeah, this is going to be a hard one. But I'm still trying to think about the last game too. Because I want to know. I think I got to look back at it when editing. Because I think I made straightforward plays that were able to work out. Like, I could, if I aggressively Thunderbolted, I guess. But, like, I never should make that play, right? Because, like, if I do make that play, it would have to be a really aggressive read. But if you just fake out Moonblast the top of Coco slot and I try to attack the Feeney there, I could potentially just lose the game because Moonblast plus Darkest Lariat will knock out the Politoed the following turn if respects. Maybe what I could have... It's not much. I guess what I could have done was Thunderbolt Scald the Incineroar. Hope that knocks out the Incineroar. But like 2 Moonblast should knock out Politoed. Unless the first one triggers my berry. The problem was I couldn't trigger my berry in time. So Politoed, Kartana is going to take the field against Tapu Lele Drifblim. I don't see a reason not to Smart Strike and Thunderbolt. Which is what I think I'm going to do. if he's Scarf Lele on this, I don't think you should be Scarf Lele on Drifblim Lele. You could just pick up a knockout right here, but like, I don't want to risk like Tapu Lele attacking this turn. Tapu Lele is going to withdraw in a Garchomp. Ooh, very smart. Because that Rough Skin's going to proc this Focus Sash. Very nice play. Okay. Thunderbolt into the Drifblim slot. Doesn't pick up the knockout. Maybe I should have just doubled up Drifblim. But again, I don't want to have Tapu Lele attack there because that could have gave my opponent a lot of momentum. Yeah, Rough Skin. Okay. I wonder if you Swords Dance the turn or you just attack. I would SD here if I was my opponent. I wish I had Hitmontop now. Hitmontop's not a good Pokemon to bring against this though. I think I go out in a Politoed and attack with Kartana. Yes. I gotta find a way to knock out the Drifblim, but I also gotta watch out for Destiny Bond. I'm pretty sure Shadow Ball Earthquake's coming out here, or Shadow Ball Swords Dance. I could see Will-O-Wisp. I think you would Earthquake. If you want to play it safe, you go for Earthquake. If you want to go aggressive, expecting maybe a double protect, you go for Swords Dance. Both are respectable plays. Shadow Ball and the Kartana. And what are you doing with the Garchomp? Z move. Okay. Maybe trying to catch my Tapu Koko through Protect. To weaken it. I mean, I think Politoed should survive this, to be honest. It should. It should, since I do have like a good amount of bulk. Yeah, okay. So you have to double Politoed if you want to knock it out. You also have to double out Kartana if you want to pick up the knockout. So I think Scald into the Drifblim. How much do I need Kartana? I kind of need it a lot, don't I? I'm just worried about Earthquake Shadow Ball, how much it does to Kingdra. I think Kingdra might survive it though. So I think I'm going to Scald the Drifblim, try to pick up a knockout. I don't care if he Destiny Bond, to be honest. And go out into Kingdra, then double protect. Luckily, we already saw the Z move. It is from the Garchomp. But it comes down to what my opponent's last Pokemon is. It's also very scary, what it could be. Let's see. Shadow Ball going to come out into Kingdra. How much does it do? I think I'll live Earthquake. We'll see. Yeah, this is going to be close. Yeah, I live Earthquake with both. Nice. Scald's gonna come out into the Kingdra, into the Drifblim, pick up the knockout. And then what's coming out? Tapu Lele. If it's Tapu Lele, I can just Smart Strike, Hydro Vortex the following turn after I Protect from Kingdra and sack my Politoed. I'd rather sack my Politoed here because I don't think Parasong's the correct end game play. Kartana's gonna come out. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I just Scald and Protect. I hope that my Politoed goes down. Because it's Z-move Garchomp, so with the amount of damage I've done to it already, it should be in Dazzling Gleam range, I would assume. So I can just sack my Politoed, protect Kingdra, the Tailwind should be gone, then I can go for like Dazzling Gleam, Hydro Vortex in the Kartana slot. Kartana reveals Protect. Oh, it's just Earthquaking then. Okay. So Protect from my Kingdra as Earthquake. I mean, I think I should Hydro Vortex there no matter what, though. Like, Hydro Vortex the following turn coming out. Because Earthquake's going to come out, knock on my Politoed. Completely fine. Yeah. Politoed going to go down. I'm going to go out into my Tapu Koko 100% because I need my Kartana for that Tapu Lele if it isn't Scarf. If it's Scarf, this game's a lot trickier. But since my opponent used Protect with Kartana, you have a very tough time with this. So I'm just going to Dazzling Gleam and Hydro Vortex the Kartana. Because if you want to switch into Lele trying to stall out, I will try to KO. So Garchomp going to Protect, okay. So Hydro Vortex is going to come out. Should knock out the Kartana unless it's Focus Sash. But if it's a Focus Sash, I just go for Dazzling Gleam the following turn. Does Scald knock out Garchomp that range? I'm not sure. Like, I'm really used to, like, Life Orb Kingdra Calc, so I don't know much. I also have never really used Scald before. I've used Muddy Water my entire life. That was Kingdra back in 2013. Yes, Focus Sash. So I could have just Scalded there. I think maybe Scald was the better play. But again, I didn't want Tapu Lele to come in. But I guess even if Tapu Lele came in right, I could just Scald. Yeah, I don't agree with my Hydro Vortex play now that I'm thinking about it. I do get the knockout onto the Kartana. Now I just gotta get rid of this Garchomp effectively. And we get to find out if it's Scarflele, so it's a moment of truth right here. So I go for Gleam here. Do I go for Draco Meteor? I'm gonna go for Draco Meteor. We'll find out if it's Scarf. Oh, Lele protects. Okay, that should be game then. Draco Meteor does connect with the Garchomp, and then basically all I have to do is get like a single hit on Lele, and then Smart Strike will be able to pick up the knockout. Unless maybe Lele can set up a free substitute, which I might have allowed. No. Like, even if Lele subs, like Coco Wild Speed to Lele the following turn, and then I could just Thunderbolt break the sub. So there's not much like my opponent can really do here. So yeah, Rain stops, which is fine. Thunderbolt into Scald. And then I just bring out Kartana and Smart Strike, and that'll be game. So my opponent really doesn't have an option. Thunderbolt. A little under 50. Scald. I mean, I'll speed the Tapu Lele, which is also good to note. Psychic gonna come out into my Tapu Koko. So that's gonna knock out Tapu Koko. Is it Life Orb? Could we confirm an item? It is Life Orb. Okay. So yeah, there's no chance for my opponent to have this game. I have Smart Strike in the back. And I will seal it up. So yeah, my opponent needed like a Scarflele there, I think, in order to have won this game. Yeah, I just go for Smart Strike and Scald the Tapu Lele, and that's going to be a good game. So basically, Driplim Lele was tough. Like, the reason why I thought it was tough is because, like, Sunny Day is an option. Driplim usually is Eevee to outspeed. Like, if it's timid, it outspeeds Kingdra, could get a Sunny Day up. So I couldn't leave my Rain method, and if I don't leave my Rain mode, like, then, like, you can just easily set up Tailwind against, like, Coco Kartana, which is my other main lead against most teams. So yeah, and Thunderbolt doesn't knock out Drifblim, and Shadow Ball Willis was also annoying. And if it's like Scarflele, like, you're able to outspeed my entire team, just fire for like a powerful Psychic, go for like Shadow Ball. But yes, I know it wasn't like fast Scarflele, but I'm talking about the slow Scarflele, because slow Scarflele could have been a problem, because we did lead Coco Kartana against the Lele Drifblim, and even though Psychic Terrain went slower than Coco, like, there are some Leles that have done that in the past, especially in VGC 17. It was actually a decent tech there. So yeah, that's the main reason why, like, I was scared to maybe slow Scarflele, because it might underspeed Coco, but it can still outspeed Kartana, which is the main threat to it. So like, I was worried about like Shadow Ball Psychic into that turn 1. But luckily we are able to pull through with a win. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in today's episode of Johto x Alola. If you did like it, please leave a like down below. It shows your support. As well as you can check out my social medias down below, the side tiers on the channel, and a bunch of other stuff coming soon. Thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you around in another video. Have a great day, people. See you soon.